Good morning. Welcome back to another segment of Hanging with the Boss Lady. I am your host, the Boss Lady herself, Cheryl Jones, aka that little old country girl. How you doing this morning? I pray that you all are doing well and thank you so much for joining me today. Listen, if you have not already done so, please subscribe right now to this channel and hit the like button. Share it as much as you can. And if you would like to leave a comment, I would be so honored to read it and respond to you. I give you my word. So we're going to get on and continue with today's podcast, which is talking about my book, Crippling Comforts. Okay? Crippling Comforts. And if you've been following me, we've been talking about all the different little things that we allow ourselves to become comfortable with that are not good for us. Actually, it cripples us. What do you mean crippling? Do you mean you have to walk with crutches, you be in a wheelchair? No, it cripples you mentally. It cripples you emotionally. Okay? It cripples you in so many ways. You cease to grow when you become too comfortable with something. When you get comfortable, you want to stay comfortable. You know, the human body is an amazing machine. It's amazing. The things that you are capable of doing, if you put your mind to it, will literally blow your mind. You can heal yourself if you put it in your mind that you are going to be healed. Of course, there are other measures that have to go along with it. But when you say, you know what, I'm not going to do this because it's not good for me, you change your pattern, you adjust to a different lifestyle, all because you refuse to stay in a position, a state of mind, an environment that is not healthy or conducive for your growth. When you decide to stay in this negative environment, you say, well, you know what? It's just too much work. If I was to leave here, if I was to change this, if I was to stop doing that, then I'm going to have to start shopping different. I'm going to have to start eating different. I'm going to have to start, working out. I'm going to have to start associating with places that, go to meetings. I'm going to have to, anything that is out of your ordinary, out of your norm, when you look at it and you cringe, it's like, I just want to keep doing what I'm doing. I might not be rich or whatever, but it's fine for me. Darling, it is not fine. So we're going to talk about that comfort that you just have to have that cripples you. Let me read this to you from my book. It says here, being in comfort is a coward's way of dealing with the changes of life. Believe me, there are changes in everybody's life. That's a part of living. All right? Listen to this. I'm going to give you 5 definitions of comfort. 5 definitions. Let's see if any one of these you can relate to, or maybe all of them. Here are 5 definitions. The first one is comfort is a state of physical ease and freedom from pain or constraint. Nothing's, you're just at ease. You are just at ease, and it's just serene, all right? This is number 2, the easing or alleviation of a person's feelings of grief or distress. Okay, when your mind is free, everything is like, okay, yeah, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to worry about it. I'm just want to be, just woo sa. Okay, you just want everything to just be cool and calm and relaxed. All right, that's two. These are comfort. This is comfort, and it's not a bad thing. Who would not want that? Okay, here's the third thing: a warm quilt. Just picture that. Especially on a cool evening, and you got your socks on and you're sitting up all bundled up and you put that nice one, and you just stay there. But make sure before you sit down, you put that glass of beverage right here on the side, and you got your charger. I mean the remote, and then you have your phone in case you want to scroll through social media, and you're just it's just perfect, right? It's just perfect. That's comfort. Here's number four: affording or enjoying contentment or security. Of course, who doesn't want to be content? Who doesn't want to have peace of mind knowing that you are secure? Okay, and that's not just physically, that's like you're secure in your finances. You're secure in your business dealings. You're secure and everything's just taken care of. Everything is just great. It's just, I'm comfortable now. I crossed all my T's, I dotted all my I's, and now I can just relax. I'm at ease because everything is perfect just the way it is. And here's number five: free from vexation or doubt. I don't want to hear it. Whatever you got going on, just keep it over there. I don't want, I really don't. I'm telling you, I don't want to deal with it. That's comfort. That's comfort. All five of them. Each of these definitions leave you with a desire to claim this feeling. Who doesn't want to feel at ease? Who doesn't want to just not deal with it? I want my warm quilt. I want to just relax. I don't want any stress. I don't want any noise. I don't want anything to bother me. Right now, I'm good. And I want to stay right here. Who doesn't want that? Okay? Who wouldn't want to be free from pain, constraint, or doubt? Who wouldn't want to have a feeling of being wrapped in a warm blanket? Of course you do. Of course you do. I do. I would love to have this feeling. Just everything is just right. It's just perfect. I'm good. Just leave me. Okay? And do you know why everyone would like that? Because it's easy. It's easy. It's taking the easy way out and not being accountable. Because if you have something wrong with the finances now, okay, what did I do? What did I spend? I got to go over all my bank statements and my records, and I have to go look in everything that I've done, and I'm crunching numbers. And when you have to be accountable for all of the things that's going on, after a while you're getting stressed. You say, you know what, I'm feeling overwhelmed right now, and I just don't want to deal with this. I let somebody else do it, or I'll just hire an accountant, or you don't want to deal with it. All right. It's not being accountable. It's walking away from the problem or situation and letting someone else handle it. That's why you want to be comfortable. I don't want to think about it. You handle it. You go take care of it. I really don't want to care. I don't want to know. It's just, I just don't want to feel it. Okay. It's refusing to take responsibility while the other person, carries the load. That's why you want to be comfortable because, darling, whenever you start talking numbers, I just can't. I just can't. Okay. Whenever you hear about anything that's like they didn't take it's not there. I handed that account in and it's not there. You can't find it. It's whatever the situation. You don't want to deal with it, and no, call John, call Charlotte. let somebody else do it. Tell them to come back when it's straightened out because I really just can't. Okay? You're passing the buck. And that is the coward's way. It's accepting the mediocre and the mundane rather than fight for excellence. Okay, but if you don't come and do this and say, I wasn't there, you did. Listen. This is what. Listen, I know you weren't there, but listen, I really can't deal with it right now. Okay, I'm in a place right now, I just cannot handle it. You're gonna have to fix it. And if they say, but I don't even know where to start, figure it out. That's you passing the buck. That's a coward's way out because you don't want to just go back, sit down, take your time, straighten it out. I don't want to, I'm comfortable right now. Right now, where I am, I'm at peace. I don't want to deal with it. Okay? And it's unacceptable. It's lazy and it's wrong. It's wrong. Whether it's in your mind, your relationship, your business, your ministry, or just in your surroundings, it is wrong. Being comfortable is a state that the average person feels that they deserve or have earned the right to be in. Okay? We were not created to get in a spot and get comfortable and stay there. No, darling, no. We're not supposed to just get comfortable and stop, okay, while everybody else is going at a breakneck speed because they have to do theirs and the thing that you refuse to do. They're doing theirs and yours too. And you're sitting back comfortable and you're taking the coward's way out. No, that is not right. And while they are going at breakneck speed to fix it and correct it, they are learning more. And they may be, feeling a little bit of stress and because they know you're not going to do it. And then they're going to get blamed if it doesn't get straightened out. And then they are learning as they go. Say, oh, so the next time if a situation comes in, they say, oh, I can handle that. I've done this before. They know more than you because while you are sitting back being comfortable, they are moving on and growing. You understand? Don't be a coward. Accept the challenge. Nobody said that life was a bed of roses. Nobody said that it was going to be easy all the time. But if you accept the challenge, you grow because you learn. And as you learn, if this situation comes around again, you know what to do. Okay? Don't be a coward. Okay? Being comfortable has a psychological effect on an individual that controls their thoughts and actions. Who could have thought that being comfortable could be the worst thing to happen to you? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I'm comfortable. Oh, excuse me, we need you to come in because it seems like something to handle it. And before you know it, your job is going under. And you're going to be replaced. You're going to be fired because now they see that when things get heated up, you're not a team player. You're not putting in what you're supposed to keep it going. So all they want to do, they always have excuses. They're always taking a day off. They sit at their desk and they don't hand in their work. They have to go. Now, you're in a place where they say, well, how did this happen to me? Why? Because you decided to pass the buck because you wanted to stay comfortable. There are so many different ways that you can get comfortable and choose to stay there and become a coward. That's all I can say. You're a coward because you don't want to face the challenge. You don't want to sweat. Sometimes it takes sweat in order for you to get that place. In order for you to be in the right thing, you have to sweat. Okay? You have to grow. You have to face the challenge. You said, but the challenge is what, I can't handle it. I'm too nervous. It triggers me. Stop. Stop. Life is all about challenges because with each challenge, you grow. Everyone from infants to the elderly make a lot of noise if they are not comfortable. Okay? Everybody wants to be comfortable. But when we were created, we were not created to reside in comfort. We were created to be great. Okay? The only person that holds you back really is you. If you set boundaries around yourself and say, I want to be the president of the company, but I don't want to have to be stressed about it. You know, I don't want to be challenged. I don't want to face the challenge of it. They're going to ask me to do presentations. I don't like to, you know, do that. I don't want to get up in front of people. I don't want to have to talk. I don't want to have to, I don't want to do all that work. But I do want to be president. I would like to make that much money. I would like to, but I don't want to go to work every day. Okay. Um, I would love to be in good health, because I have a family history and, different things happen, my mother, my grandmother, great grandmother, all down, even my siblings. And I would like to be healthy, but I don't want to have to count calories. I don't want to have to, count my carbs and make sure that I eat vegetables and I don't want to do that. I want whatever is the easiest way for me to eat. I want to go to the fast foods and eat anything. I just want to do it because that's so much easier. That is not how our life is supposed to be lived. I want to have a good relationship. I do. I want to have a good relationship because I really do love him or I really do love her. But I don't want to have to talk to them. I don't want to have to, find out what they like and what they don't like. I just want them to give me all the things that I want, but I don't want to have to do all the work of trying to compromise and just listen to them and then talk back to them. I just want to have to do all of that. You know, everything about life is a challenge. And everyone wants to be comfortable from infants to adults. Okay? Listen at this. A baby is not comfortable if their diaper is soiled, or they are hungry, or if they are experiencing gas bubbles in their tiny stomachs and they cry. All right? So this baby is not comfortable. But this is something that's going to happen. They cannot change themselves. So they don't like the way it feels. It's on them. And they want to get away from this bad, icky feeling. So they're going to make a lot of noise. All right? This noise may be in the form of incessant crying or whining to constant complaining. But the common factor is that there is unhappy noise being made due to the lack of being comfortable. When you're not comfortable, you're going to make noise. You're going to make noise, just like a baby. And what is a baby saying? Change me. This doesn't feel good on my boom boom. Change me. Or I'm hungry. I want a bottle. I want some milk. I want to be fed. Okay? Now, that's a baby. A child is not comfortable if they are forced to continue wearing shoes they have outgrown or continue sitting in the baby car seat when they are clearly ready for a booster seat, or have to sit and watch a boring movie or listen to a long speech or sermon and they ask for a change. Okay? So now we have the baby that will make noise because they want to be changed or fed. And then you have the toddlers, the children, young children growing up. They don't want to be treated like a baby. You bought these cute little sneakers for them when your child was 3, and here they are 6, and you're still trying to force their feet in those shoes. It's time to grow up. And when you don't change, when it's time to change, you're going to make a lot of noise. Noise is going to be made when change is not made, when you don't meet the challenge. And it's not always a difficult, hard challenge, okay? But change needs to be made. We need to understand that the change has to be made. You can't be the same way all the time. You can't do the same thing all the time because it's time to change. Get that child out of that baby's booster seat. And here they are 8 years old and they got to still sit in the baby seat. 8 years old? And you're squeezing them in and they're uncomfortable. It's digging in their thighs and they're crying. No, it's time. They're growing. But if you make them stay there in that spot, they're going to make noise. Ow, it hurts. Ow, I don't like this. It makes me. And they're crying. Why are you crying? Because it hurts me. When it's time to move on, you have to get something done. Okay? It's time to grow. Accept the growth. Accept the challenge. All right? Don't just stay in that one vein all the time. Here's another one. An elderly person doesn't like having to carry heavy packages. I can attest to that. Okay? Listening to loud music or stand in a long line so they complain. Okay? Thank God that we have been blessed to live, for decades. Me, I've lived for over 6 decades. I just turned 67, and trust me, I do not like holding heavy packages. As a matter of fact, I don't hold heavy packages, okay? But I can remember when I did, when I was in my teens, when I was in my 20s and my 30s. I can remember going to the supermarket and coming out, and if I came home before the kids were home from school, if I had about 6 or 7 bags, of course, you know what we do. We don't want to make 2 and 3 trips, so we gather all those bags together. 3 in this hand, 4 in that hand, and you're struggling, and you go up the stairs, and there's milk, and there's canned goods, and there's boxes of cereal. It's a lot of stuff. And, it's heavy. Believe me, I could not do that now, okay? It's a change. And if someone was to give me that, hey, you have to carry it, I'm like, wait, I can't do that. I'm going to make a lot of noise. I can't do it, okay? There are clearly things that would make these are clearly things that would make some people uncomfortable. But who says we must always be comfortable? Okay? And if it is established that we have the right to be comfortable, how long should that comfort last? Does being comfortable affect the decisions you make in your life? Can you enjoy your life without being comfortable? Okay, so I'm not saying you should never be comfortable, but how long should you be comfortable? Now, if I say comfort can cripple you, am I saying that you should never be comfortable? Absolutely not. There are times when you deserve to be comfortable, when you have the right to be comfortable, and you should be comfortable. It would be fair to say that everyone looks for a certain amount of comfortableness in their lives. I would even go so far as to say some people are expected. But is that wrong? Is it asking too much to want to be comfortable? No. Should being comfortable be viewed as a privilege, a right, a necessity, or a bonus? Where would you put comfort? Where would you put comfort? Okay? There are times in some people's lives where being comfortable dwarfs everything else. Some people choose comfort over sensibility, self-respect, and responsibility. What we have to learn, just like everything else in life, is we have to learn to balance our lives. Okay? Maybe you were in a very precarious situation where there was some danger being presented to you and you had to get away from that danger and retreat to a place where you were safe. And once you get there, because maybe you were in danger for a long time, and now you're in a position where you're safe, you want to just relax and you just want to just exhale. Of course, there's nothing wrong with that. Get comfortable, collect yourself, pray, ask for guidance. Okay, find whatever means you need to keep yourself safe, and then get back into it. Because if you stay there, you're not going to grow. You become stagnant. You will be living a life of mediocrity. So you have to remember that there is a time for comfort, and then there's a time to stop being comforted. Just like it says in the Bible. So there's a time for everything under the sun. For everything under the sun. There's a time for it. There's a time to grow. There's a time to stop growing. There's a time to laugh. There's a time to cry. There's a time for everything. There is a time to be comfortable. And then there's a time to get up from the comfort and move on and grow. Okay? You want to be all that you were created to be. You were fearfully and wonderfully made. And because you are so unique in what you do, there is no one who can do what you do the way you do it. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that everybody should be the, world-renowned motivational speaker. I'm not saying that you have to be someone that's so popular that the paparazzi follows you around. But you have your own unique way of doing things that can affect people, inspire, motivate, encourage, uplift, all of that in your own way. But if you just sit back and say, ugh, there's too many people out there, I just don't want to feel it, hearing all that noise. But they were waiting to hear from you. I can't. So many people are missing out by you not doing all that you were created to do. You are a gift. You are a gem. And there is something you have that someone else needs. Yes. And only you and God know what that thing is. Okay? And there's so many different things that you can do. Maybe you're a listener. Maybe, there are, oh gosh, I can't even begin to break it down. There's so many ways to break it down, so many different ways that you can help. But you will never find out if you get comfortable, sit down, and stop. So next week, we're going to talk about a lot of different ways that people get comfortable that is not only harmful to themselves, but harmful to others. And they take pleasure in it. Okay? So that's all we're going to do today. I want you to get back to your Monday and enjoy the remainder of your day. And for those of you that are mothers, I hope your Mother's Day yesterday was wonderful. Mine was absolutely marvelous. To God be the glory. I have the most wonderful children in the entire universe. They are everything. They are everything. They're so wonderful. Thank you, Lord, for my wonderful children and grandchildren and my sisters. And I just love them. I just love them. So I'm going to let you get back to your day. And I hope that your day is marvelous. Make sure you hit that like button, comment if you can, share the video. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe. And until we meet again, may the Lord God bless you real good. Boss Lady out.